So here's my thoughts on the Anthem VIP demo on Xbox One. After a very shaky start to the VIP, basically hardly anyone could get on into the demo past the title screen. Really should have been called a beta to give BioWare a get out clause for any issues or errors that happened in game or before even getting into game. Demos are supposed to be finished articles in my opinion. This really felt more like a work in progress. We finally got in at 1 AM on Saturday the 25th UK time after trying since 8 PM on Friday night. We played through until 4:30 AM and overall had a fun time. We got through the first missions with ease and went into free play. We thought it'd be good to run some more missions on hard. This is when around 3 AM things started to get a bit shaky again. The lag and rubber banding was pretty dire, so much so that at the mission boss we had to quit out, not because we couldn't take it down, but because every time we went to hide behind a rock or duck into cover to get our shield back, the lag put us back out in the open, so there were a few unnecessary deaths that shouldn't have happened. Although this build was, I have to say, a lot more stable than the closed alpha, where at points I was falling through the floor in Tarsis into a lovely magenta square area. That happened several times. Matchmaking in the alpha was also pretty scuppered as well. The group missions that were available to play through were fine, but if you tried to go into free play, there were severe issues with the rubber banding and it was completely unplayable. The one time I did get into it well, I loaded in solo and I managed to have a scout about before I was joined by some other random players, and then issues began again. Back to the VIP demo. Moving on to Saturday night, what a difference. Well done BioWare. The majority of the issues were sorted out. There was still a bit of screen tearing that I noted, but it was nominal. I could put up with it as a fun, and the gameplay far outweighed the issue that the tearing gave me. So I ran some more missions with my clanmates. I had a riot, getting up to rank 13. After this I decided to go and try some matchmaking with randoms. Again, overall fantastic. Dropped straight into the start of the stronghold mission. Ran right up until the section before the boss fight. Then for some reason the last piece of the puzzle didn't spawn and we couldn't finish it. We hung around for about 15 minutes to see if by some miracle it would appear, but to no avail, so I had to quit out. Here's a little tip though. If you are going to quit out of a mission, make sure you don't quit the game entirely. Leave and go back to Tarsis. It'll take you to the mission end screen and it'll give you your XP, and you'll still get any loot you picked up regardless of whether you finished it fully or not. This is a really nice touch and sweetens the blow of not completing the mission entirely. Second run. Got to the same point as my first run, but this time the game crashed completely, and when I restarted it didn't give me the option to drop back into the mission, so that one was a total washout. Third time lucky I hoped. Persistence paid off. We got all the way through to the end, past the sticking point from the previous 2 tries, and got to the giant spider boss. Really nice fight too. Great mechanics, not too difficult to make it frustrating, but difficult enough to give us a challenge. The random team I dropped in with were a really good bunch and we finished the boss off quick. Later that evening I ran the stronghold again, and now at level 15 with my guns and other items at 19 it was easier still. Let's talk about controls. Quite simply wonderful with a controller. I can't comment on keyboard. I know there have been some comments that it doesn't feel that intuitive with the flying on keyboard, but with a controller it's amazing. Transitions from ground to flight are pretty seamless. Gunplay is fantastic. It's easily on par with the Destiny franchise, and it feels a little better than Warframe does. And I have to say it does pain me to say that because I play a lot of Warframe. The aim assist is really nice. Never did it lock onto an enemy that I didn't intend it to. Overall the controls are very good. So my overall thoughts? If the issues from the demo can be ironed out, this is going to be an amazing game and one that I'll be sinking a lot of hours into. I'm really looking forward to running the campaign and then seeing what events and continual endgame challenges we get thrown at us. It'd be great to have a game that doesn't have any dry spells whilst we're waiting for the content to drop, as with original Destiny and Destiny 2. If BioWare take a leaf out of Digital Extreme's book and keep content coming like Warframe has, and grows the game rather than just producing sequel after sequel, I'm looking at you Bungie and your 10-year plan. You know, the one where all Guardians thought they were looking at a game that would expand for years, not just have sequels and the old game be dropped like a hot potato. So come on BioWare, woo me, romance me, keep me coming back for more, and EA, could you please prove all the doubters wrong? I'm giving you some faith here. I'd love it if you return the favour by delivering an exceptional product, or at least let BioWare shine here as I think they can. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to give us a like if you enjoyed it, and if you'd like to be notified of any future videos we do, please subscribe.